There's the thumbnail. I beat Adam LZ in a BMX challenge. I'm like, I'm about to get taken out by the camera. We are here. We made it to Long Beach. It has been a long off season. These guys at RTR have been absolutely killing it getting these 3 cars together. They have been working 20-hour days for the past probably 3 weeks now. Super grateful of the team and being able to get all that done. My car is ready to go. They're just doing some final touches. James tested his car yesterday and he's really enjoying it. He also found a few things that I've had issues with and we've been able to remedy it on his car. So hopefully for the next event, meaning actual Long Beach on Friday and Saturday, I'll be able to get some of those changes done as well. I'm driving a similar car setup as last year. The suspension is all a little bit different, but we're in the same ballpark as where we started. Sunday we had a huge release party for the cars where James and I released our cars and Vaughn released that he's going to be the 4th driver for the season. He'll be splitting the car with Adam. They're each doing 4 events. The party was pretty rad. There was a ton of people there. We did some burnouts, had some fun, and it was like tacos and beer and hanging out and releasing the car. So it was just a good chill vibe with that race service. The team's just buttoning up some things and getting these 3 cars ready, and we're gonna go shred some laps on a completely green track, which means there's no rubber down. It's gonna be very slick, and hopefully everyone keeps it off the walls.
What is the plan for 2023? What's the strategy?
I'm a super competitive person, and I really enjoy competition, but over that, more than anything, I enjoy drifting. And I feel like the only way to drive with the best people in the world is to be here at FD. So my outlook is like, yo, it'd be sick if I could get all these dudes and go shred all the time, every weekend and do whatever, but FD allows that to happen for all of us. So that's why I'm here focused on enjoying it and driving with the best.
Yeah. Do you feel like you and the car are just one, it does exactly what you want it to do all the time?
I mean, these cars are gnarly,
yeah.
So I feel like for the most part they do what they are told. But, you know, if you're not at your 100% all the time, if you come and drive at 98%, some of these cars, that last 2%, it'll let you know you're not on it.
How are you feeling in the RTR so far?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's honestly a dream of mine come true. Brand new car, brand new team, but I must say all of the guys are so welcoming. Like, I really feel at home. So every lap I do, I'm getting more comfortable, and I'm just going to try to enjoy it. I can't wait to do some laps here because this is my favourite track in probably the world.
How's it feeling?
Our changes made a lot of forward bite and not a ton of side bite, and they probably didn't lose any side. We just gained forward, which is good. But we were fast where we needed to be slow and slow where we needed to be fast, so it made it very, very difficult to get around the track. The car wanted to over-row in a lot of places, but we just made some changes, and it should fix that problem. The car feels fine. The track is hooked up in spots that are not at angle and super loose at spots that are on angle, so it's just tricky.
Things are a bit bumpy right now, which I knew that. You know, there's a lot of new going on right in this moment. This is basically a additional extension of testing right now. So, but I am pumped. You know, drivers are in a good vibe. Everyone's driving what they have right now. We're just constantly making changes and trying to get the car in the box for the weekend. Test day is always like this. Could be a little more organized and all that, but we'll get there.
start gaining it, and then when you go to the wide line where you're supposed to be when people aren't running, there's nothing to catch you. So like I'm where I need to be, I'm adding angle to not hit the wall, and at some point it runs out. I saw you. I'm like, where is he going? I'm like, I'm about to get taken out by the camera car.
I was like, no problem.
That's a sick shot.
It's so sick.
It's like
Wait till
full
you see
90
the-
degrees.
Wait till
It
you
makes
see,
you appreciate the angle.
Wait till you see
The
from the
camera.
front, and also we have the 360
I saw the one
cam.
up top.
It's hilarious.
You have a rear one too.
Yeah,
I
it
saw
looks
that.
so dumb.
Anyways, we're making some changes to the car. We showed up with a car that was a little too hooked up and basically had too much forwards. The speed I was able to achieve between turns was way too high for the track. And basically what that means is throughout the weekend, we'll be putting rubber down the outside of the track. This is a normal city, sorry, I'm losing my voice. This is a normal city street, so it's very dirty and it gets driven on and oil gets leaked in it because it's through a parking lot. So if you actually look at the track, it has diagonal lines, those are parking spots, so cars leak oil, and it's just like, it's a disaster out here. But as the weekend goes on, the rubber gets laid, and on the wide line where you're supposed to be, there's a lot of grip to catch you. But right now there's not. Wouldn't normally be a problem, but if we're reaching the speeds that we normally get here anyway, and there's no grip out there to catch you yet, and it will be there, then we're having problems over-rotating the car. And the over-rotation isn't really a spin, it's just I'm adding angle to the car to stop myself from going into the wall so I can get the rear tires faced away from it as quickly as possible. And sometimes you get enough grip to catch it, and sometimes you don't.
It was a great save.
Yeah, I knew I was going around, and I saw he was following me, so I clutched him, 360'd it, and powered out. And then when I drove out, Larry was right there, and I was like, oh my gosh. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Dude.
I always feel like coming into media day, I never remember until after, but like I really want them to put markers on the track.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
they won't.
it's so dangerous to not have
It really
markers.
is. The entry is like, you're waiting for to see the rumble strip.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not where I should be even looking.
Or like I'm trying to like use the crosswalk as like a reference, but it gets
Right.
so covered in rubber that it gets hard to see.
I use the wall cutout to drive in from Linden. I'm like, I'm gonna flick into that. And if you flick into that, you're like, in the ballpark of it somewhat. You could put something.
We'll hire like 2 people with really bright jackets to just stand behind the
We'll
wall.
just call a spin and just do some graffiti on the K-rail right there on all the outer zones specifically.
Pink drinks from Starbucks and just spill
Pour
them
them
on the wall.
down the side. Oh my god, that'd be great. Yeah, just walk up with a spray paint can, just break the head of it off and just pour it down the side.
For me, you gotta always have something to tie it in. So if you do chrome bars, you need chrome forks. Or
I hate chrome forks.
then you gotta have black
Forks are
bars.
so gross.
So gross.
It's like Walmart bikes.
It's
You know who had chrome spokes probably?
You need a chrome sprocket
Like,
or something.
or not
to tie it
spokes,
in.
chrome fork. Mike Spinner probably had.
Yeah,
those,
definitely had
but-
chrome forks. Yeah.
Just need to stop myself.
Just do a watch the gate.
There's the thumbnail. I beat Adam LZ in a BMX challenge.
Juan's like, drunk Ray's the best Ray. I'm not even drunk.
Just tired from hustling.
Hello.
This is Ray. Solid day today.
Sorry.
We found out we were pretty quick, so that was probably relaying to the problems that we were having trying to stay on track with some things, but we had some pretty good laps and found some things out. The new intake manifold is sick. We actually need to bring the power back even more, I think, in the mid-range with a throttle cam or something. There's too much, the first inch of pedal, there's too much power. Can't harness it. Help me harness it, Ray.
I will.
Okay. All right.
He will too.
He will too. Successful media day, nonetheless. James looked like he was ripping pretty good out there, trying to ramp up the car and his ability in it, come one with it. Adam was the only one to blow a bumper off, so he must have been doing something fast and hard.
Fast and hard.
That's right. Later.